Good morning. Oh, good. Wow. Sorry about that, folks. Good morning, good morning, good morning, all you fellow Minecrafters. For some reason, my microphone wouldn't turn on this morning. That was a little bit freaky. Not sure what was going on there. Again, welcome. I am DknBluez from DkonsTable, and this is another geekiness episode. And this is our relaxed play with it's coffee time. I do this several times a week throughout the week. Usually starts between 10 a.m. and 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And, we just kind of stream and we hang out and we have coffee and sometimes we build things, sometimes we harvest things, sometimes we just gather blocks. That's just really what I'm doing. This morning, I'm having a bit of a coffee, and what am I doing? I'm in my underground fishing pond, and I'm just doing a little bit of fishing here this morning. Hanging out, finishing my first cup of coffee, about to get my second at some point, so we'll just kind of play that by ear. I still do this once in a while because I am still waiting for one more pearl so that I can make a necklace. Don't even go there with the pearl necklaces, but it does have some magical properties within Minecraft, and in order to get that, I have to fish in a river biome, which this is. I am beneath my base. And a little bit over in an underground cave that I've set up as a fishing hole so that I can fish, safely without risk of other mobs and whatnot bothering me and being a pain in the butt. So, see, that's what I'm looking for right there. This thing. Oops. If you're wondering, it's the clam from Critters and Companions. And if I get enough of them and then I feed them to that otter over there, this fellow right here that's swimming around, I don't think we ever gave him a name, but that is available as well if someone wants to suggest a name for our otter fellow. Even if he does have a name, I guess we can always rename him, because I think if I did name it would have been me naming it early on in the series, probably when I first put him in here. So, but yeah, I do not think he actually has a name. At least he hasn't been named by the community. So let's, if anybody has an idea of what to call our little otter buddy, that helps out with our opening of clams. If the loot table version of these clams was a little bit higher, it's rare that they open and they drop a pearl anyway. Like, I must have caught probably 2 stacks of these things, since the beginning, and I've gotten 3 pearls. So it's few and far between. With the pearls, because again, you have to kind of wait for. Oh, what do we got going on? Good morning, Josh. There we go. Teleported chickens to me, and there was like 200 zombie. What? What I'd like to know is TPing villagers would be, a good thing. Actually, I wish just villagers can come with you through waystones. Would be cool. I know the leashing villagers mod is not something that people usually like, and I don't really support the idea of that either. I mean, it is just a video game, but the concept of putting a leash on a villager. I mean, we lock them in 1x1 chambers now as it is generally, but putting a leash on them, I think, is a little bit taking it over the edge. But sometimes getting villagers to go where you want them to go, really not not very productive at getting that done. You can, of course, move them with boats or rails if you can get them in a minecart. That's the best way to transport them. You know, lead them into a boat, and then if you're on level ground, that's good. Otherwise, you got to do the whole pistoning thing, and that's a pain in the ass. You know, there is a particular mod that I know I was going to recommend, but I mean, I've played with a few times on my own private server, and it just really it's not 100% that it works all the time. It's one that basically, the same as animals follow you with their food source. You know, cows and everything else will follow you with hay in your hand, or with wheat in your hand, and so on. Villagers, this mod allows it so villagers will follow you if you have an emerald block in your hand. But it doesn't always work. 90% of the time it does, but that 10%, when you're really counting on it and you get an emerald block out, and you're hoping the villager follows you, and for some reason his pathfinding is going somewhere else, that's the issue you have with the emerald block. But it's a great concept of a mod, because again, that's what villagers do. They trade with you for emeralds, so why shouldn't they follow you if you have emeralds in your hand? I think just making emeralds in your hand, not an emerald block, would have made the mod a little bit better, but there may have been a reason for that, because again, I don't think it's really overpowered if you can get a villager to go where you want. I mean, it makes it faster than what we normally do in Minecraft, and that's really when, I mean, depending on what you're doing on an SMP like this one, most of the mods that are on here are really just quality of life, or just adding things like blocks for building, because the aesthetics, and that's all part of it, and then the farming aspect of things, because we got a lot of Minecrafters on the SMP that like to farm. We do have some that like, and I don't mean just the redstone farms, which we do have quite a few of them that do that. We've got some builders on here, that, like myself, just like to build things. We've got people who just like to gather resources, and then we have others that like to explore and have fun. You know, and we've got all kinds, even here within our own crew from Edith Island. So let's see. I think we've only got, yeah, we ended up with 2. Really not very productive. Yeah, I was having a seat on my little stool there, in case you're wondering what I was sitting on. So let's come over here and wait for this buddy to come out of the water, because if he doesn't, sometimes he. There we go. Really? So he'll give me. I gave him fish. Oh, now he's gonna eat this. Come on, pop out a pearl, please. No. I gave him both of them, and he ate both of them, and yeah, nothing. So yeah, that was all for fun. So yeah, what this area is, some of you may know that I usually always dig down below my bases. As you can see, the green outline in the mini map there, that is my claimed area. Over here is unclaimed space. Now this is a space I use for growing nether goodies. You know, whether it's from mushroom grass or the nether moss, or over here you got the nyliums, of course, and then over here you got jungle grass, and you've got swampland grass. There's probably more, and I will add more, but I've also got a spot here where I've got, I got some diamonds up there, I keep forgetting about. But yeah, I've got a few places here I can plant the chorus fruit trees. They're kind of a pain in the butt in general, to be honest with you. I don't know where my bow just disappeared to. There it is. Let's harvest these puppies down. And oop, I missed it. And I missed it again. Wow, how am I missing this thing? Alright, I give up. Why is it not shooting the fruit off the tree? Oh, maybe that's why. There we go. I'm just missing the hitbox every time. I know that didn't miss it, but for some reason, do you have to actually see the hitbox? Oh, no, there we go. Got it. Yay! And, oh my goodness. Oh, that was good. Shoot myself with an arrow. Alright, so anyway, I got some chorus fruit. And then let's tear these trees down as well. There we go. Oh, crap, really? Wow, I'm having the worst of luck this morning. So we've got 3 plants. Let's actually plant all 3 this time. They probably won't do much of anything, but that's what we do. So yeah, I was going to have this area just for, you know, odd farms like this that don't work. I did this week, I just kind of threw this together. It's a pretty basic, it's not as expansive as the big one that I built last season, which was a massive mob farm, but there's no bone meal going out of this anyway, so we'll turn it off. But yeah, so just a row of bone meal produces about half of this. You know, if you do more, it produces what I need it to. Most of the time I just did it for the moss carpet because that's how you cover up your torch spam out there. You know, so we've got the machine, and it doesn't, and surprisingly enough, I mean, I think I'm going to use this hopper clock, or this redstone clock, simple redstone clock idea, as a timer, because it's perfect timing. Why that's doing that, I don't know. I think oh, okay, never mind. I know what's going on. Just because I was trying to figure out why there's a lot of lava in there, because again, the water is not being allowed to come out because these 2 end blocks have not been converted to moss yet. So once I put bone meal in there, the blocks will convert to moss, and then I think I've only had to remove 1 piece of cobblestone out of it now so far. So it's working way better than the one last year did, even though like the one last year was 3-4 times the size, and had great production, but when it, you know, just would constantly clog up. So I was constantly having to do it, and I don't need a lot of moss. I think I found last season it was just way too much. These river turtles are annoying. There's way too many of them. Yay, no more chickens. There we go. All right, yeah, way too many of these turtles. There'll be way more back. They threw him in. I'm not going to spend my thing because yeah, he'll die. Alrighty. So let's see what else we've done. Really didn't do too many upgrades over this way, but I did do one, a pretty major one this week. Again, I'm not using the fields. I'm going to have to start planting again because I am running out of some of my inventories. Because I did, yeah, there we go. Pickles or cucumbers are low. Cabbage is low. I think eggplants are getting there. No, eggplants still got a few. I think we got quite a bit. Yeah, we've still got quite a bit of corn. Yeah, but either way, and our rice, we definitely have to replenish our rice stock because we're out. So we will probably do that actually right now while I'm here. If I have my knife, yes I do. I have my knife, and let's get my armor on because, well, I'm walking around naked. I don't know what to tell you. Yeah, let's put some stuff in my backpack. Don't need on hand. I don't know why. Oh, that's what I was going to do. I'm going to put Soulbound on this pocket wormhole for Janever for when she is available, and yeah, we'll make sure that she gets a pocket wormhole. I will make another one probably for Dag because she's the one that leads the girls out on her expeditions a lot, and that's the joy of being on an SMP. Because a lot of making some of these things are beyond the level that some Minecrafters are at. Just like, for example, those on the server that play with applied energistics, that's way beyond my comprehension. As much as I love the concepts that it introduces and wish that I could use them, it's definitely not something I can really figure out too well, to be honest. So what I did do was this. As you can see, I've got a nice big long room here. Good morning, V, and good morning, Josh. Now that I see you in the channel, I know I've seen Josh hanging out here on the server, getting in. Leash mod is way too extreme. Yeah, I was just saying that, Josh. I'm just typing. Oh, I'll say it anyway. You're listening now anyway. Yeah, that leash mod for villagers is way too extreme. There is a mod, and I don't think it's available on Fabric yet, though. It might be. It's the emeralds, because it makes sense. Emeralds, and I was just talking about it, though. It does. It's about 90% of the time it works. If you have an emerald block in your hand, a villager will pathfind to you and will follow you, just like a cow will follow you if you have wheat or a sheep and so on. That makes sense. I just wish it was 100% worked. Maybe they've upgraded it since I've last used it, but it was one of those mods that, you know, when it was working 90% of the time, it was fantastic. You know, you put an emerald block in your hand and the villager would follow you to where you wanted him to go. Perfect. You know, that was, you know, ideal. But that 10% of the time at that point when I was trying it out, that it didn't work, oh my God. At that point, you just wanted to smash your computer. It was just one of those frustrating moments, especially when, you know, you use something and it works fantastic, and then all of a sudden, bang, it doesn't work. So, but yeah, and I, you know, I think I commented on the original mod when it was out that it should not have been emerald blocks. It should just be emeralds in your hand. An emerald block, just, I mean, it's okay. It's 9 emeralds, but big deal. Why? Villagers don't trade in emerald blocks. They trade in individual emeralds usually. So, and I'm saying, and that's just kind of what you want to do. So I really don't need any more of this right now, but it is full. So let's harvest it out because we can. We'll do this, and then we will see what we can get from the corn at the same time. And we will replant all this flax, and then we will sell the excess seeds to the villagers that are just over in my farming area. But yes, I did get corn to grow because in the mod, which is part of, which one is it? Cultural Delights fabric, for fabric, the corn, if you take it from the wild and you take the kernels and you plant them in the dirt, they will only grow to mid-height, period. That's it. They will not grow longer. I've left it for days upon days upon days upon days. The only way you can get it to grow is bone meal. Now, this soil is rich soil farmland. And for those of you that know anything about Farmer's Delight, it's a pain in the butt to get rich soil. You can go around and to all the villages and steal the 3 or 4 blocks of rich soil they have, and then you might be lucky and get 4 or 5 bits of organic compost, which you can then turn into rich soil over time, as long as you put it in light, as long as you have water nearby, like beside it, and then you have something, some kind of a catalyst beside it, such as mushrooms or podzol or whatever. And then over time, that organic compost will become rich soil. Now you can craft organic compost, which I've done. I'm going to replant that in a second, guys, so bear with me. But over here, as you see, there's rich soil in here now. But I plant, this is my organic compost farm, where I put all the organic compost in here, and then I plant more mushrooms on top of it and beside it. And man, oh man, it grows. The mushrooms grow, and you can harvest them. It's fantastic. And then it speeds up the process a little bit of doing the rich soil. But the process of making organic compost requires bone meal. It requires the mushrooms, of course. It requires straw. It also requires dirt, and it requires tree bark, and that's the biggest pain in the butt. So in order to do 1 stack, so let's say a stack of organic compost, I believe is 2 stacks of tree bark, which basically is 2 stacks of logs that go into it. You need 2 stacks of straw, which you get from harvesting, and I've got enough of it accumulated, and it usually takes a stack of bone meal and a stack of dirt, and it will create a stack of organic compost, and then you put it in here, and over time it becomes rich soil. So that's how that works in the mod, and it's a long process, and as you can tell, I've done quite a few rows of it. All my farms out there are also using rich soil. The nice thing with corn is once you do get it to grow, you can harvest it very much like some other plants in the game, such as the rice, and you just take the top portion, which again makes sense. You're taking the cobs off of the stalks, and therefore you don't have to continuously replant the seeds, because getting the seeds, I have quite a few sitting there, because again, I didn't know what I was doing in the very beginning with this, and there we go. Once I figured it out, I made an excess of seeds because I didn't know how they grow. So now that I do, it's so much easier. And they do, once you get to this stage, and the reason why this works, by the way, rich soil acts as almost like bone meal. Anything planted in it, number one, it's trample proof. So I can jump around and not trample any of these crops. But it also, as you can see, the little sparkles there, randomly, on certain ticks, it will basically do the equivalent of a single bone meal hit on these things. So it does, that's why it does get them to grow. Like they get to this point right here, which is where you'll get in vanilla soil when you plant them. And then if you bone meal, you'll start getting these on the top. So anyway, let us plant some flax seed to replant this so that we don't have an empty crop field to come back to. Probably going to go and replant some of my farms over on the other side as well. Just because we do need... This was at one point over there, like with my other farm, it fills with turtles. But here, if you notice, I am in a Coconino Meadow, which is below the area that the girls were going to put a farm, or not a farm, a zoo in, which is still in the agenda to actually build a realistic zoo where people can come and look at all the animals in exhibits from different parts of the server, giraffes and elephants and all other stuff, fun stuff. So it's, again, we've been trying with the DknStable crew especially to kind of create our area that, you know, that being Edith Island and the Chaos Crew area and so on, trying to recreate kind of an RPG almost like setting so that it's fun. You know, we name animals, we name mobs, we name pets. That is all part of what we're trying to do to make it interesting. And it's fun for us. Like, it's just goofing around. You know, not so much. I mean, we've been thinking about, you know, specifically as well, I've been thinking about characters that can be portrayed by us as individuals. And that's something that I may turn around and do at some point. Let's get some more seed because we didn't get enough goodies. There we go. We'll do that. Put the seed back up in here because I don't think we need any more. Nope. Nope. That's why I've got so much, by the way, spruce log, is to get the tree bark. A lot of it. I guess I should have put this stuff over here. Oop, I'm trying to keep... I know I've got a central storage room, but again, I don't need all this stuff piling up in the storage room. I just need to know that there's an excess amount sitting over here, so if I run out, I know I can run over and grab what I need, you know, from the back areas where my farm is. Let's put that elytra on. I like that elytra. It's tricked out. It's got my mending and soulbound and unbreaking on it. I don't think I need anything else on it. Adds to actually armor on your body, which is fantastic. So harder to hit with the elytra on. And it goes in my trinket slot, which is fantastic. So yeah. Now, let's get some melons out. Let's trade with these guys while we're at it. Got to add to some of our emerald totals. I'm gonna have to bring some more melons in, I think. Don't sell a lot of pumpkins to these guys because I think I only have one pumpkin guy, and the rest are melons, except for a few of them are aloe vera. So like this guy right there, aloe vera. No really great trades on them though, which is unfortunate with those ones. And another aloe vera. So we can go get some aloe vera, trade with some of those guys too. We're at it. I've got some excess straw. I don't know. Let's get rid of the rice first because, well, we're here. We gotta start building up our rice supply. Okay, never mind. I'm getting distracted here. Build up our rice supply here. And again, you are hearing the zombies from my zombie spawner that is up there, just generating rotten flesh as I need it. And yes, the turtles come in here and they get in the way of everything. So let's go back here. Oh, that's not my straw. There's my straw. You get that, by the way, when you are harvesting things like flax or wheat or grass with a knife. It will get you straw. So I said I was low on... I am low on cucumbers, so let's get those down. And I'm low for sure on cabbage, so let's get those down. So we're gonna do an excessive planting of both of these. So let's do that. Let's see what happens if I go up the entire one side with cucumber. But yeah, again, this is what we do on live streams. We do this mundane farming. And I talk to, well, I just basically talk, and many, you know, people that pop in, they listen. Sometimes they have a comment. Feel free to leave those comments and suggestions in live chat or leave them afterwards in the video if it's more comfortable for you. You know, that's fine. We are, that is, some of our messages are not going through. I'm seeing that right now. Okay, there we go. so you did it again. Why it's doing that, I don't know. But yeah, we've got stuff showing up on screen, I think. Yeah. All right, back to the game. Oops. Yeah, we got to continue planting. Cucumbers, we got lots of cucumbers. We're gonna need lots of cucumbers. So yeah, what we all do, everybody basically picked when we started this season and the group got together with what we were going to do. Originally we were going to just kind of redo a village ourselves from scratch, but Starterville became it's just a place for everybody to kind of start and get their feet wet on the server, and then we all expanded out. So we went out and we founded Edith Island, which is an island just off the shopping district island, and it's quite large. And then we did we spent weeks terraforming, absolute weeks of terraforming, and it was, and I'm still doing parts of it, building retaining walls and things like that, and yeah, so it's been an interesting experience doing that, and then we all set up our own little claims on the island, and then what we do from there, oops, I think that's it. I don't do anything at the last bit's actually for the mushrooms, so I'm going to plant some of them while I'm actually here as well. But yeah, so we each picked one animal, basically one of the mob animals, and if we could, and then two things of produce. Well, the thing is with the produce, there's so many varieties now added with Farmer's Delight that it was too much. So Lorelei Redfern has got wheat and carrots. Those are her two crop items. Malta Starlight, and then she does mutton and wool because she deals with sheep. That's her commodities. We have Malta Starlight, who has tomatoes and onions that she grows, and she harvests as well. She raises cows for beef and for leather. We have Black Lantern Ace, who does potatoes and sweet potatoes. And then his animal is the pig, so he provides pork. But he also helps out Malta with leather because we have a hogland farm for pork as well, which increases that and also provides leather, which is fantastic. Which, everybody needs. Genever does not have an animal. Oh, and Dag7 did chilies and asparagus for her vegetables and chicken. So she provides the feathers and the eggs and chicken and all that other fun stuff. So that's what she provides. Genever provides glowberries, blueberries, and sweet berries, but no animals at this point. And myself, I provide basically everything else that I can think of or find to provide. There's a few things I do not right now, like Joshua fruit and the baobab fruit. Too rare and hard to harvest and find, so I really haven't bothered with that as of yet unless I find out there's a way of getting more of it, because going out to find one Joshua tree, because that's usually what grows out there, you'll find one in the middle of an area and it might have one fruit on the tree. So really, and it really doesn't, I mean, if it was something spectacular and offered you better saturation or something something worthwhile, which it doesn't. So to me, not a worthwhile fruit to have in the game. I mean, I do have melons and pumpkins as well. And what I do is, I know Dag7's going to be selling mounts on the server. And out of the mythic mounts, she has pretty much almost all of them. There's a few that are, have gotten away from everybody on the server. There's these little underwater ocean ones that they look like almost like My Little Ponies but underwater. They're kind of cute, and everybody's been looking for one and can't find them. Sea turtles were a rare commodity, but Dag7 did find a giant sea turtle, but she's only found one. She needs another one so she can breed them up for people to buy. And that's... Better put this in the right place. She also found one of the griffins the other day. But again, only one, so she still has to find another one of those. There's a few, and then there's some ones from the nether, like the Nightmare, which is the flaming black horses. You know, a lot of people want that, myself included. But again, it's kind of eluded her so far, and she spends sometimes most long nights out in the middle of a biome, just sitting there and, you know, in a distance. I don't know. I'm going to have to probably talk to her. I'm not sure if she's aware of the spawn distances for things like that. Because, again, if she's just sitting there in the area, it's not generally going to spawn right beside her. It's always best if you spawn, you know, within that, whatever it is, 128 blocks. If you're somewhere in the vicinity waiting, but not directly, you know, where they spawn, because they won't generally spawn there, so... oh, gee whiz. They're land axolotls. Is that what they are? Not sure what to call them half the time, Josh. I need to increase the spawn rates of some of them. Yeah, they just don't. I don't know. Yeah, the nudibranch. That's what they call them. But yeah, you're not the only one. I've wanted one. Every time I see, you know, the right ocean biomes, I try to look, but I don't find anything. All I keep finding there at the beginning was sea bunnies. They were pretty obsessed. Like, they were everywhere. Pretty cool though that, you know, we do have someone that found one griffin and one giant sea turtle so far, which is fabulous. And yeah, looking forward to win those. I know I've got my order in for a white dragon for my new base. I would like to have that over there. And yeah, she's got the griffin and a giant sea turtle, which is fantastic out of those. So she's, right now, I think she's searching for the Nightmare a lot in the nether. You know, she's gone to the right biomes for a long time, and she just can't seem to find it. So as I said, I'm going to talk to her about if she knows that she should probably... crap. Don't light my villager on fire. Just get that turtle out of there so I can hit you. Thank you. Alright. Man, oh man, they get on my nerves. But yeah, I also want a direwolf, a black direwolf, for my new base. So a black direwolf, maybe even two of them. Maybe I should get the white ones. I don't know, to go with the white dragon. Because again, my base is going to be a white concrete, more modern build. So one of those, I think the white dragon down underneath at the floor of the base would be super cool. And then have the direwolves at the entrance. Basically, you know, basically leashed maybe at the entrance of the area. Let's head over there now, just because again, I always like to do little bits of work here and there, but I also like to just kind of refresh my memory now and again of what we're looking at. So did I even make sure? Sometimes I show up here without rockets, and I hate that. But yeah, so I'm slowly pushing back the walls of this a little bit to kind of make this centerpiece a little bit bigger. But this is the giant crater. So this is like a large, I call it a mountain because it is sort of a mountain. It's a mound, and it does go down further. This has actually been covered up by me. So I did create this leveled space, and I'm going to again push it back a little bit, make it a little bit, I don't want it to be completely circular, but a little bit more towards the circle end of things. This will eventually be removed, and then in its place will be a big, it's not a massive building. I know I kind of was thinking about following, I know your Josh suggested the other day of making it bigger. And I went in my creative and I did kind of make it bigger with, it would encompass the inside of this. So this, where I'm standing right now, would be the middle, would be just the middle section to put a fountain in that. And for me, I know I've got to start increasing the size of some of my builds for details, and I've been working on the size thing, but I think that's just a little bit more than I wanted, because I want, it's almost like pods, almost like you see our iron farm with pods. So there's one here, there'll be one there, and one there, and it'll go up, and there are two, each little pod has 2 floors in it, and then the top portion is all joined together, and there are 2 floors of that. So each plot, so you've got, you know, 2, 4, 6, 8 rooms down here, and then 2 giant rooms inside the main complex. So that right there, what you're seeing, where you see the kind of raise in the hill up and down, I'm going to build a land bridge across there and kind of work to hollow that area out. That is going to be the entrance into this donut shaped mountain. So we'll turn it around so you can kind of see. So it's going to go around. I'm not sure what I'm going to do over on this side, but I'll be doing, because it's a little wider over there. There are some really interesting caves and structures in this area as well. This over here. See, there's dripstone all underneath this entire island, which is fantastic. I did try to do a complete schematic of this mountain. It was just a little too big, and yeah, my computer didn't like it. So what I'm probably going to do to get my first villagers here is I'm probably going to steal them from up here. It might be easier for me to build a dirt staircase up to here, and then get them to come, you know, into a minecart up here or whatever, and then just have them all the way down here. So yeah, so the circle's going to go around. It's all going to be treed and landscaped properly, so that when you're flying around the area, you'll see this mound, and some of those caves will be filled in. So you're not going to see them while coming through, except for the ones that I want you to see. And then you're going to you'll be flying over, and you won't even notice that this modern complex is here until you're right on top of it. But the entrance will be over here, coming through this land bridge area. So we've got quite a bit of terraforming to do here this season, for sure. So as people come up, there'll be like a landing and maybe a general outpost, maybe here, and then we'll put the dire wolves there at the entrance, and we'll build something. Again, I'm trying to do the central complex as a little bit more modern. Wow, there's caves everywhere here, man. It's phenomenal. So let's go down here, figure this out. Ooh. All right, let's have a little sip of coffee here at nighttime. What's Smith saying? How do you stack a raid farm? That would be, yeah, I don't know about that one. Make me jelly. All right, let's have an napsy. Anyway, yeah, the applied energy, I really wish I could figure it out. I probably could if I spent enough time on it, but I really, with the content that, you know, for Minecraft and now World of Warcraft series that we're doing on Mondays, I mean, I do the Relax Play a couple of times throughout the week, 2, 3, 4 times, depending on when I have time. Thursday nights, of course, we have the VeeCraft update show, which we kind of check in, and we have chaos and all kinds of fun, which was last night. and that was an interesting time by all, where I built, Lorelai's flower shop in the shopping district using a schematic. So everybody got a chance to kind of see what Lightmatica can do. Again, it's not, if you're playing in your own creative world, Lightmatica can be just as cheaty as World Edit. Well, World Edit way more so. I play with that on my own server as well. But you know, Lightmatica, if you build something in creative and then you can copy the schematic and you come to a survival world like the server is, or not, you know what I mean. It's a modded SMP, but I can come on here and I use the schematic to do an overlay. So it creates that invisible blueprint that as long as I go out, I have to still go out and it's not like creative. I can't just paste the entire thing in there. I have to go out, find the blocks, and then lay the blocks one by one. So actually that's an idea. That is an idea. We'll have to find the time to work with you. Anyway, yeah, I'd love to learn this. So there is a loot chest here that I just got crap put in. If anybody's around the area, you can grab it, because as I said, I'm going to be tearing this tower down, so there'll be one less loot chest to find, and I should probably take my shocker box back home with me. So let's figure out, let's go back to our mob farm and see what's going on up here. There is quite a bit of gunpowder that we can take back to the... My goodness, there's a lot of gunpowder here. I know Lorelai was here last night, I think, getting some levels. Be doing some AFKing here, perhaps. Let's take the music disc too. Let's hear. Can't let you guys just sit here and get away with it. So there we go. Let's go back to my storage. There we go. So we go to my emerald chest. Let's get rid of the emeralds that I collected. Add to that pile in that collection. Go over here to the gunpowder store. Oh, we're going to have to expand this chest. So this is a gold barrel, which means our next step up is an emerald barrel. And that is not gold to... Yeah, or no, gold is probably diamond, I guess, is next. Alright, so in order to do gold to diamond, we need a gold bar, 2 diamonds, and 6 glass stairs. That would be awesome. Especially once I start working on my mega base project. And I gotta eat, I know. Just again, reminding chat, if you're on Twitch, you can spend channel points to tell me to eat or name something, but unfortunately, as of right now, the Restream chat app does not show me those messages. So if you are telling me to eat and spending those channel points, just add a message to it and say eat. So spend the points and put those blueberries in there. Oh man. Yeah, so let's get some more gunpowder out and put it away if we can. But oh shoot, yeah, what was I doing? I gotta make a chest. So we gotta get some glass stairs. So we don't have enough of those. So let's go over here. Let's get some out of the way, because we might need to do this again. I know we got diamonds. And I know we should have some gold bars. Yes, we do. Look at that. We got some gold bars. So now we come over here and I can make, oh, look at that. I can make 6 of these. So let's do it. Just so we have them on hand. And we need to now upgrade this particular barrel, which is This one right there. Go. Look at that. Now we have lots of room. Oops. Record out of there. Put our slime away. There we go. Building our slime. And oh, I'm getting a coffee refill, I think. This is awesome. Thank you. So yeah, that's awesome. I didn't have to put it on pause to go get my coffee. Anyway, what do we have? Okay, we still got lots of that, but let's get rid of the diamonds that are left. There we go. Let's get rid of the rest of these gold chest barrel upgrades for diamond. Oh, if you're hearing something, that's my kitty cat come to say hello. Isn't that right, Marble? You want to say hello? Want to say hello to everybody? Or are you just walking around with her tail? She's walking around my legs with her tail in the air and looking at me wanting to jump up. Come on up. Just, you guys gotta bear with me for a moment. Well, I pet the cat for a second here and look at my inventory. She just needs a little bit of a cuddle time. She is a weird cat that way. She will come and crawl up my shoulder, sit next to my neck, and I'm on my shoulder and purr away. And right now she's just curled in my arms and purring away. She'll do that on occasion. Probably one of the most affectionate cats I think we've ever had. I'm not normally a cat person. I prefer medium-sized dogs, not small dogs. I mean, they're cute and all, but I mean, just they're not for me. And big dogs, as much as I kind of love them, it's just, you have to have the space, you have to have the yard, and you have to be young enough to take them on these long walks to run out their energies and clean up their messes, which there's a lot more of it with a big dog, especially with the hair and the shedding and crap, just to mention things. So, yeah, medium-sized dogs are generally my favorite thing, but we've had a few cats over the years that I've loved, and just love me back. Really, it wasn't until about 4.5, 5 years ago now, when I had my original accident and hurt myself and came home from the hospital. I was stuck in a bed in the living room. I couldn't get up and down the stairs for months. It was a very long recovery. It took, well, I was probably on the main floor for over a year, maybe a year and a half, before I was able to actually safely get down the stairs into where I was staying, for my space. So the cat became kind of like my buddy at that point. When I'm lying in bed, she would curl up right beside me and not go very far. Obviously, animals know these things when you're not well or you're injured or sick or... Okay, I gotta put you down, Marble. I gotta stream. It's coffee time, and it's time for my Minecraft. You gotta go. So let's put some of this stuff away, so we have some more room in our inventory. I have a spot for my records, and I know I have this one already. It's just some of the special ones I don't have right now, which eventually I'll get. What else did I have over here? Oh, I got gold that I got to put away. And see, now I'm turning it. Cryosphere Gaming comes in here all the time and messes with my chests and moves things around. But yeah, I think if we got an offer from Smith there to learn the basic portion of applied energistics to be able to do the storage, I do have a couple of meteors that I have saved the locations of and actually put claims around, so I can go and get some of the crystals. I do have some of the crystal stuff here. I don't know what all I need, but I do have a bit, with this particular stuff. So yeah, not sure what all I need, but anyway, we will figure that out. Let's get this gunpowder finally put away, which is important. Get it tucked away. And oh, there's a lot. I might have to actually upgrade this chest by next week. Again, to a netherite chest or barrel. And if it still has a problem, I'm going to have to move them. But yeah, so we've got that mob farm has been producing wonders for us. All right. Anyways, I'm just drinking my coffee here, guys. Second cup of the day. Yay. Gotta love it. Sometimes I drink big coffees. I get way too much caffeine in my system. My big cup that I normally have around here is the equivalent of about 4 cups of coffee, and I'll drink 2 of those so on some days, and that's not good. It's not good for me, not good for my health for sure. But let's get some of this oak put away, or spruce, not oak. Guys, can't even think correctly. Did you want out marble? Yeah, see, you probably heard that. Yeah, she wants out. There you go. My apologies, guys. But it is morning, and it's relaxed, and this is generally what I do. Let's take some of this stuff out. I mean, I've got stuff in here that really should not be in here. There's a lot of randomness, random blocks that shouldn't be in here. So let's go over to our deep slate and put some deep slate away. And the cat comes back in again. Obviously, she doesn't know where she wants to be right now, whether she wants to be in here with me or out in the rest of the house with the rest of the living. She'll figure it out, I'm sure, where she wants to be, where she wants to go. I'm just trying to make sure I get everything put away properly. Whoops. Bluestone, we got some tough. Stop darting my blocks around, mister. It's cobbled tough, and we have, I think, this is cobbled netherrack, and I don't have any space for it, so it's garbage. So I don't actually have to use this thing anymore. I keep forgetting that. The newest mod is trash slot. I think it's what it's called. Trash slot. You put it in there, and it basically it is garbage. It'll keep it there so you can change your mind. You can take it back out, which is fantastic. Now to throw things in the garbage, though, for example, I'm going to throw out this bone. I can take it and put it there. Or I can just be in here, or even up here. I can do it from wherever. I can even do it from a chest that I find in the wild, and I can hover over it, and I hit the delete key, and now it actually full-time deletes the cobbled netherrack and puts the bone in there. And if I change my mind, I can just take it back out. So it's that simple. I really don't need the bone or these extra arrows. So again, really don't need any of that stuff. I don't like to throw out obsidian because it's a pain in the butt to mine and harvest. I've been using a lot of it lately, and I'm going to have to get more on them. That's kind of annoying and a bit of a pain. Yeah, we got lots of phantom bones and parts because again, that helps to make one of these phantom armors. Probably will sell that off to SD on the server so that he can use it for his armor shop or his smithy. Just so he has materials for it. Musical instruments, I don't have them all, but that's a cello. As I find them, they pop up in the thing. I'll just make one. Why not? It can. And anything else I need to get rid of right now? I can get rid of the chorus fruit and get rid of the flowers. Get rid of the trees. Don't actually have a spot for mud, which is probably not good. I should. Oh, I got a fireworks star. That's awesome. I put them in. I put all my fireworks stars in here with the fire charges. So yeah, we've got. It's growing. We've got some fireworks. It's kind of neat. I haven't, again, made any yet because I don't really have enough to go and just be wasting on them. I'd like to save them for a purpose at some point. Put the miscellaneous tree stuff in there. Flowers go over here. Right, we do that. Redstone goes over here. Oh my. And sometimes my fingers and my aim is just off, so. Yeah, so any big plans today, Josh, V, being St. Patty's Day? I mean, I don't celebrate it anymore. I think, one, I'm too old, and the disability makes it hard to get out. I do have some friends out performing today in various locations around the city, and I've been invited. But for me to get out in the weather that we've had and to deal with a club scene or a music venue scene, again, I'm still very much wearing my mask everywhere I go in public. I am immune compromised, so I don't want to risk going to the hospital. Yes, I have been vaccinated. Yes, I've had COVID once before. I don't want to have it again, to be honest with you. It was pretty brutal. And we so I take the precautions that I need to, regardless. I'll probably wear a mask now forever. I mean, there are certain places I go to where I'll take the mask off if they have screen protectors and they're far enough away and it's not a busy store or busy location I'm going to. Then sometimes I'll just run in quickly without a mask or whatever, but I still like to wear it. And doing that in the club or not, in that kind of a scene, you end up getting, sometimes you get rude comments that, I mean, to each their own. If you don't want to wear them, don't wear one. That's your problem. But then again, don't make comments to people that are. I've been called, even at my age, I've been called names for wearing a mask, and that not in every location, but in some places you go to around town, people will say something ignorant. That's on them. But so I don't really go out, and I don't generally drink anymore. Once in a blue moon, I will have a cider or something like that. But again, with my pills and medication, drinking is generally a bad thing. And I've done my share of crazy exploits and drinking and alcohol issues. Yes, I've had some strong alcohol issues and drug issues, and I'm always willing to talk about it. Anytime people are, if anybody is kind of curious about it or wants to know the stories, I mean, they're there, and I don't hide anything. A lot of people say, "Oh, you shouldn't tell people that on your stream that you've been this and that." No, I've had addiction issues with all kinds of drugs. I mean, I do smoke marijuana now. It's not addictive, but I smoke it for pain relief. I don't like it. I don't like smoking it. I try to vape it as often as possible, but sometimes vaping is just not enough to do it. So I do kind of do that, but I have done a little bit of everything in my past. I think one of my biggest problems that I had a hard time getting over was my cocaine issue. I mean, in general, it's not overly addictive either, but the mental and emotional state that you're put in from using it is really what's addictive. Keeping you going, keeping the party going, being part of that, was all an issue. So, and then of course not sleeping, because again, I had insomnia for years, but then when I did start sleeping again, and I had my own bar at that time, sleep was not a thing that I really welcomed. So anything I could take or use to chase that away, the better, regardless of the negative effects it was having on me, my mental stability and my health. It didn't matter at that time. It was just do it, and do more of it. The more of it, the better. So yeah, it was one of those situations. So I've gotten away from that. I haven't touched this stuff in a while, and that's a good thing. Again, as I said, it's not the substance itself, believe it or not, is not overly addictive if it's used what most people use it as, and doing a bump or a line here and there. But that mental part of it, if you have an addictive personality, don't do it. It's very bad. because you will become addicted to that sensation of, oh, I'm awake, I'm alert, I'm part of the party. You know, it can make you a little jittery sometimes, give you, you know, some more energy and so on. But yeah, it's not really. Lorelei left her bug here. See if they've done anything inside. Nope, nothing inside. I think I'm going to have to move this stuff, though, for them. We'll move this inside so it's out of the way here. Yeah, we're going to do that. Let's move this for them. Right? So let's take the chest inside. And we're going to take out these two chests. And let's get the... Oh, I didn't take those chests that were outside. That's not good. Go back out and take some. There they are, 2 chests and some. Alright, let's go put this stuff away for them. Should have put the chorus fruit away when I had the chance, but I forgot. So that, great. I don't think, can you just turn these into, you can, the other chests, which is fantastic. That way I don't have to worry about going out and getting it to bring it in. I can just do probably going to take the materials back because I don't think they need the materials that were gathered. So we'll take them back. We'll save them either for them or they can, or I'll just put them in the storage room and they help themselves anyway. So that's fine. Let's put all the rest of these goodies in there. Go with that. Go see what else we have in here. Then we have another chest that needs to go. What do we got in here? Take the vines out. And we're going to put all the flowers in there. Right. Oh yeah, there's tons of flowers here now. Oh my goodness. I don't know what I just did. I opened up a can of worms that I probably shouldn't have done. Anyway, let's put some more of this material away that I don't need. There we go. And now let's go get some more flowers that were there. Let's get the... grass, plants, flowers, 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 rainbow petals. I don't need the rainbow wool in here, but I'm going to put it in there for them anyway because, well, I don't like it. All right, look at that. We got a whole bunch of stuff in their thing. Yeah, that's it. You know what? We're gonna put moss in there too because she can sell some moss. The rainbow flowers are hers. I think moss is a good thing to probably put in there, and the flower pots because there should be a flower pot sold. Given away. Free flower pots should go to anybody who buys I don't know how to sell them. 64 32s, 64 flowers. Like some of these flowers, they don't bone meal. So in order for the the growth, some of them bone meal, and that's great. But the non-bone mealable ones, you kind of got to go out and collect them to farm them. I don't think there's a way of getting it. So we have to do some experimentation on it to see. What flowers we can bone meal in that for them, and that's, I can do that at any time. But yeah, there's quite a few, and we don't have all the flowers either. I mean, there's still quite a few on the server that we haven't been able to to locate or find. And then you've got some other flowers. I don't know if she's going to have some of those. Personally, I think if it was me in here, I would keep, you know, 2 tall variants could be in one of these, and then put the smaller chests down and around with other flowers in it. Have some display pots, have some other flowers up there, or ferns up there, or so on. Whatever you have growing up there would really help. And then you could have shelves. I think shelves all the way along here at different spots with some potted flowers on them. A few shelves down here. Yeah, so there's all kinds of things that they can do. Really happy with the way this turned out. Right, I think we're gonna have to put another tree back here because we did take out the witch hazel tree, which really was in the way. So we did take that out, and we've got a few things we have to fill in over here that are just not pleasant. So the shopping district on the server has been coming along. I've tried to keep the aesthetic of Main Street because V did the Main Street Road here to the end, and that's her claim over there. That's a beautiful spot. No idea what's going to go over there, what she decides to put in there, but that's going to be kind of cool. And then I've, again, tried to keep the aesthetic with the road coming down here with Railway Street, which leads to the Edith Island duty-free shop. And anybody that's on the server, keep in mind, you can use any land here to build a shop. If you want to build something up in here or over here is fine too. This is the rail line because we did want to kind of do a makeshift subway that goes down and under the shopping district to a few different spots, which I'm still planning on doing that. Again, this is gonna hopefully this is a really long season because it got a lot of stuff that I really want to get to. I know the 120 update is coming faster than I think anybody really expected. I mean, 1.19.4 will be the next update anyway. You know, stable, but 120 doesn't have any world generation changes, so it should be an easy addition for you know, an addition to the server when the time comes. Hopefully they don't add any major world creation changes, because that could mean a reset and to update, and I don't want to reset this soon. I'm sure others don't either. So, but there are some things in 120 that I think a lot of people, including myself, are very excited to see. And I think I'm going to plant one of these lament trees over here. I really don't like the way these are looking on the underside of the. Don't know why. Maybe I have to hang them differently. Maybe hang it from the top. Yeah, that looks better. I don't like it attached to the wall. It looked kind of funny. Right there. And where's my carrots? Need a carrot. Gotta eat something. And the sun is going down. So we've done a little bit over here. I'm going to go get a witch hazel tree. And we're going to plant one over here. And I think we're going to bury some of these torches too, because they're driving me nuts, to be honest with you. Absolutely ranging. So let's go do that, because we still have some time with the stream this morning. Anybody wants to know, it's been about an hour and 15 minutes. We've been up. You can do exclamation point uptime at any time during the video, during the stream, and you can find out what we are at right now. For example, I think it's just uptime. That should work. There we go. 1 hour and 23 minutes. So that tells you where we're at. So I said I was going to get a witch hazel tree. We do have some witch hazel sapling. And I need 4 of them anyway to plant. Hopefully I actually still have some more put away. Yes, I do. Fantastic. Definitely going to need some bone meal. And I think I was thinking about a lament tree. because it makes sense for her shop, sort of. So maybe we'll do a couple of those over there. And what else was I thinking? Take some of these with us. I'm pretty well gonna, I think I'm gonna give my flowers. I'm gonna go give my flowers to the girls because there is no real, I mean, if I need them, I can always go over and get them from them. This is gonna weigh me down tremendously. Yeah, it's not a greenery shop, it's a flower shop. So yeah, this is gonna weigh me down. But we are going to go back to the shopping island. I'm going to take this way rather than fly and get up. But yeah, we are. I can't go any faster. This is full movement right now because I have multiple sacks on me that are filled with stuff, and that's not. So let's take the sacks and let's put them out. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. And that will give the girls more and more and more flowers that they possibly need. These, I'm not sure what if they want to use them. It might be something they could use. They can put them, how that would look above the door. I don't think I like the above the door one. I think we should put it here above the, that's, but they can still open. That's awesome. So yeah, something like that, and then they can put stuff on top. If they've got a couple of barrels here, they can do that and that, right? We got another chest over here, so we've got a chest that can go. Right, do that, maybe. Anyway, let's take flowers out and put them in there. Oh, they probably have most of these. I take out the stuff that doesn't actually belong in there. Put it in this one. Okay, and I don't think the fern should go in there either, or the vines, or the grass, or the moss carpet. That's just flowers. Right, we'll put all this stuff in here. Right, anything else that's in here that shouldn't be? The bush, that's fine. Bushes can stay in there. We don't really need the petals because they're different. There we go. What else do we have in here? Just trying to get stuff out of my inventory that really shouldn't be here. Oh, the flower pot's got to go over in this. There we go. All right, now I can get more of the flowers out. Right. Which cube is? We got lots. That's cool. All right, there we go. And then we have, let's put the extra crafting table there. And go over here. Let's plant the witch hazel tree. Where am I going to put it? I don't want it too close, but I don't want it too far. Oh, crap. Where'd you come from? Scared the bejeebas out of me. You can die over there, that's fine. Yeah, that was weird. Wasn't expecting that. So I think it's got to be somewhere right near. Here we go. Yes, that's exactly what I wanted. And let's see about the lament tree, because I only want a couple of these. I want one on this side, so let's put it maybe right there. Oh yeah, look at that. One in near the back. Here, I think. There. Ouch. Right. Let me see. Yeah. Kind of like that. Kind of like that. A lot. Alright, did I bring any moss carpet with me? Well, there's some inside the thing. Yeah, I have to take some out of here. Take some moss carpet. And just in case, I know I'm going to run out of torches. Maybe. We'll see. There. I definitely gotta get that. That's ugly. There's a cave down there. Can I bring any dirt with me? Got coarse dirt. That's not gonna really help. I guess I can put some podzol back there for now. It's better than stone. Did I not bring dirt with me? Can't believe that. All right. There we go. That helps it a little bit. So let's put a torch up here. You can put one back here because it's kind of dark up here. Right. Hide this one down here. Right. Oh, that's actually stone. We're going to do that. And that. There we go. And sometimes you place an extra few moss carpets around, like so. In a stone. Place a few random moss carpets around to make it look like, because it does have a slight different coloration in certain areas, so you want to make it look like it belongs there and it's not just all by itself. Patches. I think, like for example, I can even do it here. So I can get rid of this off the wall. I don't like that, to be honest. Let's take this one out. Do that there. All right. So I don't want to go too far because I was working on this area up here. But this area is a little bit dark for my liking. Be nice if moss changed carpet based on the biome as well. Or change the slight color would be awesome. But, you know, only do so much. And so let's do this one. Right? And then we can take this torch out. Yep. And do this one down here. So we can take out that one. And I'm going to do another one right here because, well, why not? Alright. And we're going to put one right at the base of the tree. I like using base of trees to hide things like torch spam. Because again, it makes a little bit. It'd be nice too if these layered. If they actually had moss or leaf layers. I think the next 120's got some updates for leaves, which is going to be kind of cool. I think there is the cherry, whatever it is, the cherry leaves, all part of it. So I just hope they bring in certain mechanics like layering, like with the snow. Really would come in sure. Yeah, I don't know how we're gonna do these little lanterns. I mean, they're nice, but they're really not very bright. I think we can do better, to be honest with you, down the main street for these lamps. I think we can maybe even go with the street lamps that are available, because we have a stone road, which I think should be broken up a little bit more. I don't know how we can get some light in there. Lights don't shine through stairs. I wish they would. It would be really handy. I know they shine through whatchamacallits, trapdoors. You can use those trapdoors. Okay, just making sure I have. Sorry, my earbud went dead on the one side, so I have to change over here. Yeah, I think putting in a couple of maybe cracked versions of this, or in certain areas maybe a mossy version of the stone, maybe even just some regular stone, breaking it up a little bit here and there. If we did that, I might be able to hide some lighting underneath some carpet on the roadway. But for right now, it really... And let's see, where's my bone meal? Let's do some bone mealing and see if it makes a little bit of a difference on. Oh yeah. Can't bone meal that. You can bone meal that. Bone meal that. Interesting. Kind of like it. And I think we'll have to get a little bit more of those leaves, I think, from those trees, and we'll scatter them here and there around. Got a bone meal to make it look alive. These empty patches are right, so we just lighten it up a little bit. I can probably go around and replace more of the torch spam as necessary, but I just, again, I don't want to do too much, because originally I came over here to do just kind of do the flower shop a little bit. Really can't do lighting there, but I can right here. Right? Where else can I do it? I can do it actually where this one is. One right there. Go. There we go. There we go. Oh, look at that. We're getting quite a bit of stuff hidden away, which is fantastic. Probably gonna fix this a little bit. Don't like that at all. Getting on the edge. Might put some stone under there for them to make it look like it was built on a stone ledge or something. I'm gonna do a couple of boulders, I think, here. And I'm really thinking about these street posts, lamp posts, because they're really not That's why the torch spam, again, are really not sufficient to light up very much. But I think doing a little bit more lighting. I'd like to actually take down the banners on Jen's store so I can double up on the light panel behind it. Because again, that's all, you know, we're covering it up for a reason. But it does add a lot of light to here for the inside. And the inside, of course, is covered up. You don't see the light on this side of it. So, you know, we did install the DDB, Dimensional Diamond Box. This is trademarked, of course, Edith Island. You know, you can put these in your shop. It's important to have a Dimensional Diamond Box so that you can access your goodies and buy stuff. So you can get a free shopping bag, courtesy of Edith Island, right? And then we're going to get some more goodies lined up in here for Jen. I've got to figure out what exactly I still need. I need wheat. Looks like beets over here, wheat, carrots, asparagus, chilies, sweet potatoes, all that stuff. And then she can start adding all the stuff that she makes over here. And even maybe sell the berries on this side. Maybe have I don't think there's very many fruits in this particular pack. There's apples, of course, and then there's the Joshua fruit, but again, they're not very common. Very cool. Very, very cool. Want to make sure that I do plug VeeCraft. Okay. VeeCraft server network. Yeah, come join the Discord community, and then from there join on to vanilla. Get your feet wet, and who knows, you may eventually get a invite to join us here on the SMP. Yay! Hiding torch spam. Hiding torch spam. Like that piece just sitting randomly there. Doesn't make any sense to me. That tree doesn't make sense to me, to be honest with you, but I'm keeping it. We'll have to fix that later. This too. Not really. Yeah. We're going to have to change that a little bit. So we'll figure it out. But again, I'm just going around and putting in some hidden lighting. I mean, this path has a little bit to be desired, but we'll figure something out here. It's a very simple path that goes down. Prismarine, shulker boxes. That's the shell company. Pretty cool. And then we've got our slime shop. I don't think the slime shop has a name. And then we've got the concrete shop, which is coming soon still. It's under development. Look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful design. Well laid out. Good job, V. Very impressive. And the same thing with the slime shop. Just really interesting choices. You can run into this, I guess, and fly into it and maybe not die. Well, until you hit the ceiling. Not a honey block, though. That's pretty cool. Have to remember that. Anyway, I better get some... Alright, so that's, I think we've done enough around the flower shop today. You know, we've added a little bit of life around the outside. We've got a couple of these lament trees. That one's got some natural lighting to it. This is just a really tall single one beside the thing. And then we did put a witch hazel tree back over here. And I think I'm going to have to put a torch light over here because it's pretty dark this side too. So let's put one down here. As the girls, again, want to make sure that they're comfortable. They don't like being spooked by mobs and will run away and hide. So we will find some spots here and put some more lighting so that they're not immediately jumped whenever they come over here to flower shop. We're pretty well lit up over here right now, which is pretty cool. I'm not sure about this direction, so we're gonna go right here because this is going towards our shop, and I don't want it to be too dark down this way. I think it's pretty well lit up for the most part. There's a few spots here that I know I'm gonna have a hard time with. So let's put this in here. Oop, here. There we go. Something. Put that there, and put that there. And we'll put one right here. I did it at the base of the hill. And there's an otter down there, so we're gonna put a torch here. Enderman over there. Oh, we got a bad guy over in the woods. See, he can see me. Here. Oh, now he's shooting you. Oh, really? Oh my goodness! Magic arrows. Oh, I can't move. Oh wow, he hit me with a lot, and he poisoned me. Holy crap! Didn't do a lot of damage, but holy crap! Oh, here comes the zombie march. Oh, and the spider march. Holy crapola, man. Got the goop. Oh. More from the zombie parade. We got another skeleton over here. Poison, man, poison. Yeah, these things will definitely get you. Adding more hidden lights over here, because man, oh man, there is a lot of bad guys that still spawn in this area. I didn't think that poorly lit. I know over there is, but I really haven't touched over there, and I really haven't touched over here very much either, to be honest with you. Lighting up the shopping district is a huge job. It is, and I mean, I come over little bits at a time when I'm over here and I see some areas that really need, like I know I need some lighting over here, but that spider is going to beat me up. All right, let's get my sword ready, and here he comes. Good enough. Oh. Got zombies crossing the river. And spider trying to cross the river. And let's get some carrots because I've taken some damage here. I think that's pretty decent, to be honest with you, on this side anyway. I know we got too many here, so let's And there's a creeper coming up behind me, I think. Ish. He's over there. But yeah, I got to do this side of the tracks. I've known that for a while. To light up more over there. But again, I really haven't got to, because again, these are all places that people might eventually choose to build. And they can build on this side too. Go in the trees, tear down the trees, whatever you need to do to set up your shop, go ahead. And depending on where you want it, right? Having it over here is, again, on the shopping district, so everybody has a chance to see your shop and buy your wares. You can have your shops wherever you want, though. I mean, you can put your shops on your base if you really want to. But again, people want to go to a centralized district for shopping to pick up stuff generally. So that's what this is. It is a stuff down there just sitting there. Let's do this. They're just hanging out in the water. Normally they try and cross, which is weird. This guy's coming across slowly. Anyway, we got enough little areas lit up here. Let's fly home. I'm going to stop by my market stall to see if I've still got inventory. And there's a creeper that's there, and I don't like that, but let's go away. Come in here, and we'll hide inside my market stall and make sure. Yeah, I've got rice, I got cabbage, I've got beets, I got cucumbers, I got eggplant, I got lots of cocoa beans now. I got cattails, peanuts, got corn, yep, got cod, and I have cod and salmon. So yeah, those are my two meats. Sorry, I did forget that I am doing some seafood, so making sure I have everything stocked up. I know my words. I know my shop in the shopping district, which is the duty free, has plenty of arrows stocked, quivers, full quivers of arrows, both magical, amethyst tipped, which are +1, emerald tipped, which are +1, and the magical variety of the slowness and harming and poisoning and all the rest of that stuff are also over there. Some full quivers for sale, and then you can also order the mini blocks from there. So I have some great mini blocks. Josh, I know you're there. Some mini blocks that involve under the sea. So if you're looking to decorate your a little bit around your Prismarine shop, you can do that. I don't think I have anything for Slime Shop or anything like that yet for V. I know there's some Nether stuff that will be available. I know Smith might want that. But again, I'm not sure which collections are going to open up next week yet. But there are, I think, six or eight collections already available. And I think at this point, I'm going to. Oh, I left the empty sacks over there. So yeah, I'm just going to put all this stuff away that I might want to keep anyway for later, and I'll sort it out after. But there are some things I'm not going to keep. Again, why am I using my trash thing when I can just use this? Be nice if we can take the enchantments off of items. I know there was a while there we could, but I think that mod is broke, I think. Not 100% sure what happened to it, but have any goodies up here? Yeah, because just I want to take this down. I'll show you, because there used to be a way, and there is a mod out there that does this, and I don't know if we had it or we have it on the server, and it's just not. I don't know, to be honest with you. I'm just kind of lost when it comes to that. I haven't checked what the list is. It's really, I know we just added. Josh just added trash lot there, so that you know, I recommended that one. It's a fantastic mod. Saves dropping your items everywhere, just throwing them randomly into the world and waiting for them to despawn, which again can cause lag depending on how many items you have. But yeah, it used to be, if I came over here and I got a book, and then I went to the grindstone, but this, for example, this, I think. Yeah, see, it doesn't work. You can't do that. I don't know if you can do it from here. No, you can't do it from here either. So yeah, you really can't take those items off. It'd be nice if you could. It really, really would, but you can't. I mean, it's a lot of items that end up in the trash bins because, again, I mean, I know it's got efficiency 2 on it, but who's going to use a gold pickaxe? To be honest, it's just not going to put it directly in my trash bin because, again, not really conducive to items I want in the inventory. So, anyway. Probably need a couple more villagers, to be honest with you, too. I really need Featherfall. I don't have it, so I'm going to have to find a villager that has one somewhere and just introduce him to Happy downstairs. I got to take Happy actually upstairs at some point. That's going to be one of the issues that we're working with. Go upstairs here and just kind of take another look at where I'm going to put Happy. Happy's going to go out here, down here. Happy's going to live in the Harbor Master's house. Sort of, underneath it. I think we've got a couple of villagers already here underneath, so let's go down and have a peek. Oh yeah, we got a couple guys hanging out. So what I'm going to do is that, right? And where he's going to live is right there. Right there. So I'm going to bring in a rail that's going to plant him in a minecart right there. We'll clear out that block when he's coming in. Right, so that's where we're going to put him. Right. We're going to plant him right down inside there. With that, I'll clear that out. Actually, for right now, is there a way, checking to see if I have anything on me that will stop them villagers from coming through? Well, you know what? We're going to go get one. That's what we're going to do. We're going to go get one. There we go. Let us go get a trapdoor. I'm going to do a little bit of prep work, and then I'm going to probably do this next week. I have one. Yeah. Guess that'll do. Yeah. Oh, I have 64. What do I need? I don't need 64. So anyway. Right. So let's take the trapdoor, because the villagers can't fit there. There we go. There we go. So the zombie's going to go here in a minecart, so that when these guys come out, they can attack them, and then I can just scoot him out whenever I need him. So it's the trick is going to be getting him in there, right? Because we want him to go. Uh-oh. We got a thunderstorm happening, which means we might end up getting one of those things, which I really don't like them coming around when there's villagers. Let's see if we can get one to spawn. I'm in a beach biome, so maybe not. And I'm trying to see. I haven't seen one of them in a while, so ever since I started lighting up a lot more. So I don't know. Maybe there is a light level for those guys too, but they kept showing up in my yard. It was well lit, so I'm not sure why. I don't think I have. Yeah, there's no villagers left in my barn, so I can sit up here too. The thunder's rolling. I don't see any big lightning strikes yet, though. That's what I'm waiting for. Oh, there we go. We got lightning starting now. Check my map to see if I can see any popping up around my area. Oh, we got a wandering trader over there. Come on, spawn in, buddy. Spawn in. I need a big lightning strike. Oop, there's a strike. Nothing spawning here. Oh, there's another one. Head down the road, see if anything's popping up. I'm in a forest biome now, so they're probably not going to spawn here, I don't think. Oh, there we go. Oh, there we go. We got some lightning happening. See if we can get an immortal to spawn. I think the storm is going to pass us over before. We got a skeleton way over there. Not like I can hit him. There's not a chance in hell that I can hit that guy. He is too far away. What if I zoom in on him? What can I do with a zoom in? Way too short. Chance, nope. And he despawned because he's too far away. Yeah, I don't think we're going to get an immortal to spawn. So that kind of sucks. I used to hate those things when I was setting up the base and building, because they would pop in and kill my villagers all the time that were actually originally housed in here, which really, really sucked. But yeah, I give up. I'm not going to find one here. So anyway, what kind of stuff do I have? Do I need to get rid of my inventory? Yes, I do, but I'm going to do that off stream, you know, again, and go that way. We're going to wrap up the stream for today. It's noon. I'm going to get my medication and take some, get something to eat. And then, yeah, we got to go through all these and get rid of all this junk up here. So anyway, guys, it has been fun streaming with you this morning. I'm hoping you all have a wonderful Friday and St. Patrick's Day. If you're going out, be careful, drive safe, don't drink and drive, all the rest of that stuff, especially this time of year as well. You know, regardless, just don't drink and drive. You're going to kill somebody, yourself least of all. So let's be careful out there. Enjoy your St. Paddy's Day. Otherwise, enjoy your weekend. It's going to be a good one, I'm sure. So, you know, with that in mind, guys, be excellent to one another, because it's a crazy and dangerous world we're living in right now. And oop, 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 oop. That sounded pretty darn close. Let me do something quickly here, because that sounded like it was right outside. And yeah, I want to, yeah, here we go. Let's come out here. Let's see, can we get one of them? I'm giving it, I know I was in the middle of shutting down, but I want to give it one last go to get an immortal out here to see if he's going to kill us or what he's going to do. But yeah, let's, as long as I don't go right beside the villagers, I should be fine. Right now, I'm just going to go stand on the bridge near the bear. I know there's a zombie and a skeleton way over there, but that's fine. Yeah, I think I just jumped the gun. There's nothing here for me. He's not going to spawn. I know a lot of people in the stream think I'm crazy with these guys. They are exceedingly difficult. Or they can be exceedingly difficult. All right. I think we're going to give it up, to be honest with you. All right. All right, let's go back inside and get back to what we were doing and saying goodbye. Oh, my. All right. Anyways, as I was saying, guys, be excellent to one another. And when you're playing the games out there, because, again, that's what I do and what many of you do as well, to feel better and to pass the time away. So when you're playing games, guys, make sure you are out there playing it safe. Bye for now. Ready? Get up, mister. I have stuff already. I haven't even, I was doing the stream, I better eat this quickly before I go out and try to choke it down. I'm just not hungry anymore half the time. That was I sort of finished decorating the outside of the Lorelei flower pot. Trying to make the shopping, hiding some of the torch spam in the shopping district. I mean, I eat it. Josh went and commented in the chat. But yeah, lighting up the shopping districts is a huge job. I went, no kidding. Doing little bits at a time as I see it, but so far, like, everybody's been. Caleb hasn't been on the server much. I mean, he's been on. I've seen him a couple times, but he's in the arcade server helping to set it up. I haven't really done anything in there at all to make it more look like an arcade. It looks pretty cool already, to be honest with you. So really don't see much that I can do. Same thing with Lizzie. She hasn't been on. Bren really hasn't been on. Plum hasn't been on much. We already know Jan's not around. I think Bren and Plum are dating. Of course, as I said, we know Jen's pregnant and then Austin's sick. Bee's pregnant, that's why she hasn't been. They're having to be first. Don't know where Phobos has been. Missed around a little bit. Pollo's got school.
Symptom from not taking the Abilify, or if it's my dyspepsia, or if it's the mushrooms, but today I've been getting chest pain.
Haven't you taken the Abilify today?
No, I don't take it. Last night.
Did you take it again tonight?
I'm supposed to.
Well, you only stopped taking it the one time to try to see if that's what the problem
And
was.
it did look different.
So what's wrong with you today?
Then again, chest pain here and here.
Probably just the muscle pain.
I woke up and I was feeling a bit of like an exhausted feeling in my chest, like tightness, and that went away. I was getting pains here.